Sir, pardon me.
Yes.
Can you give me the permission to record the meeting?
Yeah, I've given it to Mega.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Glad to have all of you here today. My name is Talente, and I shall be your moderator today. First things first, allow me to introduce the speaker that will be presenting today. So we have Mercy, we have Angeline, we have Ruth, we have Talente, Ferren, Alberth, Cindy, and Mega. And here are the complete list of today's sublist. As usual, we will be diving more into the highlighted vocabularies. You can look up for the other ones on your leisure through the internet. Now, let's begin with the first one. Theo, the time is yours.
Thank you, Kak Talen. So first word, there's accumulation. Is an amount of something that has been collected. For example, her only interest was the accumulation of money. Second, appendix is a thin tube that is joined to the large intestine. For example, his appendix ruptured and he had to be rushed to hospital. Next, arbitrary is something that is determined, judgment, or whim, and not for any specific reason or rule. For example, a good judge doesn't make arbitrary decisions. The next slide will be presented by Angeline.
Number 4, bias. The tendency to believe that some people's ideas are better than others. For example, Mary cannot let her personal bias lead her to make an unfair ruling. Number 5, chart. A sheet of information in the form of table, graph, or diagram. For example, the percentage of orphans in this school is shown on this chart. Number 6, conformity. The process whereby people change their beliefs, attitudes, actions, or perceptions to more closely match those held by groups. For example, the procedure is in strict conformity with standard international practices. The next one will be presented by Ruth.
Number 7, we have contemporary. It's something that happened during the same period of time. For example, the telephone and gramophone were contemporary. Number 8, we have currency. It's a monetary value. For example, a new currency has been introduced in the foreign exchange market. And number 9, it's the note. It's to represent something. For example, if you get lost, look for the red sign that denote the hotel entrance. The next one will be presented by Kak Talente.
Okay, thank you. Now we have displacement, that is the moving of something from its place or position. For example, the involuntary displacement of Native American Indians was a tragic incident. Next, we have exhibit, to show something in public for competition, for sale, or for amusement. For example, the next week, those paintings will exhibit in that museum. And then we have fluctuations, an irregular rising and falling in number or amount. For example, the value of exports from Indonesia to Singapore shows great fluctuations. The next one will be presented by Ferren.
13. Implicit. The ability of being understood of something else, though unexpressed. For example, her words contain an implicit truth. 14. Inevitably. situation that cannot be avoided. For example, excessive drug use will inevitably lead to an addiction. 15. Inspection, the act of looking at something carefully. For example, all packages must undergo a thorough inspection. The next slide will be presented by Al.
Okay, guys, the next is nuclear, relating to the nucleus of an atom. For example, nobody can envisage the consequence of total nuclear war. Practitioners, a person who works in a professional medical or legal business. For example, she used to be a medical practitioner before she entered politics. And the next one is predominantly, for the most part. The example is, she is predominantly a dancer, but she also draws. And the next slide will be presented by Cindy.
19. Restore, to bring back something to its original condition. For the example, the United Nations has used its authority to restore peace in this area. 20. Reinforce, to strengthen by additional assistance, material, or support. For the example, the technician reinforced the bridge with huge steel girders. 21. Revision, the act of changing or correcting something. For the example, she made a revision to the book for new edition. And the last slide will be continued by Mega.
Okay, on this slide we have thereby as a result of an action. Example, a regular exercise strengthens the heart, thereby reducing the risk of heart attack. The next one we have virtually, either nearly or almost, or online if we are talking technologically. For the example, we will have our presentation rehearsal virtually. For the last, widespread, found or distribute over a large area or number of people. For the example, the widespread virus that our world experienced were due to consumption of bats.
And that is about it. Now, let's see if you have been paying attention. I want you guys to mention at least 3 vocabularies and their definition from the presentation. You may open your mic or type your answer in the chat. We'll give you 3 minutes, starting from now. Good luck, everyone.